ओके क्या पर्पस है इस डिस्कशन का पता है? क्यों करवा रहे हैं हम लोग ये सेशन? रिफ्रेशमेंट. So I guess that is what you all had. Now, the reason we are conducting this session is to give you an overview how to prepare, what is the syllabus like, how are the questions being asked, so that you can make up your mind what we should do in the particular section. Okay. The section which I am dealing today is science and technology. Now, if you are a little bit aware of preparation of civil services examination, this is the portion which is the most uncertain, dynamic and stuff like that. Why that is what you will be hearing from every other source. Okay, if you consult your senior, your peers, your friends, people are selected, everybody will say the same thing. What to do in this particular section is little, people are either afraid of it a lot or they are overconfident. Okay, people from science and tech background, they think, okay, there's nothing has to be done too much in this. Hence, they are under stress when the paper comes, and people who are actually afraid of science and technology per se are, obviously, if you're afraid of a particular subject, you will not be performing so well. So quickly we will go through what is the syllabus like, what has been the pattern, what is the distribution of marks of this section, and we'll look at some sample questions also, the kind of questions and the nature of question which has been asked in this particular section. Clear? Okay, so starting with the prelims, this is the weightage of science and technology portion. As you can see, the weightage is ranging from just 6 questions to almost 20 questions. Okay, 3 times that amount. Always remember this thing in UPSC, the last year paper is not the source of your preparation. That should not be your fundamental on which your preparation should be based upon. It should be a combination of analysis of last 3 to 4 years at least. The pattern keep on changing. They never ask the same kind of questions and also the number of questions. Kind और number में क्या difference है? ये CA और जो F लिखा हुआ है, that is division of questions from fundamentals and current affairs. Okay, so you can see that that is also changing a lot. This is the case in the prelims in which earlier it was the fundamental portion which was the dominant one, which used to, from where a lot of questions used to come, okay, basic sciences. But last year it was not the case. So it is likely that this year it might not be the same scenario, but you still have to prepare for that. Okay, you never know if 10 questions from this basic fundamental portion would be asked this year. And it remains true for most of the sections which are there. There was a time जब culture लोग पढ़ के नहीं जाया करते थे, ठीक है? Not long back, very recently. Why? Because it was manageable. Few 2-3 questions, you can leave it and then also you can get selected. और मेंस में भी ऑप्शनल में आया करता था तो कल्चर छोड़ देते थे, ऑप्शन वाले सवाल आते थे, but that is not the case any longer. So one thing always remember that devote equal attention to each and every portion which is there. Equal as in not in the time wise, but syllabus का कोई भी portion छोड़ के मत जाइएगा, कोई भरोसा नहीं है उसमें से ही 4 सवाल आए, और 4 सवाल का मतलब होता है अगर आपने गलत कर दिए 10 नंबर, ठीक है? 10 नंबर का मतलब है डिफरेंस बिटवीन सिलेक्शन एंड नॉन सिलेक्शन. ओके, सो these 3-4 marks, 3-4 questions in prelims and 1 or 2 questions in the mains examination will create a hell lot of difference. Okay, so never leave a particular topic even if it is something like as dynamic as science and technology. एक चीज़ और मैं सलाह देना चाहूँगा, भले आपको लोग बाग बहुत बोलते हैं कि साइंस एंड टेक या तो पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, दोनों वजह से. क्यों? पढ़ोगे तो समझ नहीं आएगा, जिन लोगों को आता नहीं है, और जिनको आता है पढ़ के टाइम वेस्ट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Treat it like any other subject, okay, any other topic like environment or something. There is set amount of things which you need to read in this. The topic is divided into 2 specific major verticals, that is science and technology. Technology is what? Technology is application of science. That is how the syllabus is also divided, science and technology. Science is the fundamental thing, basic sciences. So for fundamental, what you need to read is NCERTs. as it is the case with fundamentals of every other topic. Okay, the good thing is that आपको 12th तक भी पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ 10th तक पढ़ के छोड़ दीजिए, और 10वीं पास तो सब है ना यहाँ पे. Okay, तो the good thing is that you just have to revise whatever you read till 10th standard, that is starting from the 6th to 10th. NCERT done and dusted, your fundamentals would be over. But the problem is, in science also 9th 10th काफ़ी difficult लगता है बहुत लोगों को जो science background से नहीं होते, है ना. जो होते हैं उनके लिए time consuming लगता है. क्यों? There are a lot of derivations, lot of maths involved, lot of formulas are there, ये सब वो सब बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, देख के समझ नहीं आता कि क्या पढ़ें क्या नहीं पढ़ें और कितना पढ़ें. Always remember that even if the question is from basic sciences, that is, if they're asking you something about refraction, reflection, thermodynamics, mechanics, simple stuff, अगर कुछ आपसे पूछ रहे हैं तो वो आपसे किसी ऐसा इंटरफेरेंस क्या होता है नहीं पूछेंगे, अनलाइकली. एप्लीकेशन कहाँ है वो पूछा जाएगा. उसका एप्लीकेशन फॉर एग्जांपल दे विल आस्क यू कि ऑप्टिकल फाइबर में क्या यूज होता है. It's a total internal reflection. It's actually a reflection. You know, that's what it is. That is how the question would be framed. So while reading also, you should always keep in mind that आप जब NCERT उठा के पढ़ेंगे, especially 9th to 10th की topic thermodynamics, all the laws and their application. There have been questions in prelims ranging from everything you see around in your day-to-day life. From working on microwave to refrigerator to ACs to what, motors, fans, stuff like that. They have asked questions on each and everything, and that is what where their focus is. Whether as a जो syllabus में आपने mentioned देखा होगा, अगर आपने syllabus पूरा उठा के देखा है major syllabus देखा है, काफ़ी कुछ चीज़ें लिखी रहती हैं syllabus में. ठीक है. सिलेबस में एक चीज़ लिखा हुआ है कि जनरल अवेयर इंसान को जितना पता होगा उतना आपको पता होना चाहिए. Curiosity there, checking your curiosity, as ma'am was also referring, that it's basically common sense and your personality which will be tested, that whether you are as a person willing to look for science and technology, look for environment, concerns about environment. अगर आप एक concerned human being हो तो आप environment में क्या चल रहा है वो जानने की इच्छुक रहोगे. Similarly, अगर आप एक concerned इंसान है जो कि ब्यूरोक्रेसी में आप साइंस एंड टेक डिवीजन भी हेड कर सकते हो आगे चल के. सो फॉर दैट यू शुड एटलीस्ट बी अवेयर ऑफ what the things are. Try to understand what the basic concepts are. Try to understand how things are being done, what are their applications and what would be their future applications in governance, in administration and things like that. इससे मेंस के अगर आप पिछले 5 साल के सवाल, ज़्यादा पीछे मत जाइएगा, पैटर्न बहुत चेंज हो चुका है, पर पिछले 4 साल का भी अगर आप पेपर उठा के देखेंगे तो question on science and tech is not too much about technology only. Okay, there has been this governance part, you know, कि STI policy में क्या problem है, universities क्यों अच्छी ranking नहीं लेके आ रही है. Since the question is from science and tech, you have to give a technological oriented answer, but end of the day it's a comprehensive picture they're asking. Okay, we'll see some questions also, but quickly. जिन लोगों का टेक्नोलॉजी बैकग्राउंड से हैं आपको 6th 7th पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है, सिर्फ 9th 10th पढ़ के काम चल जाएगा. पीपल हु थिंक दे आर वीक इन साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, प्लीज रेफर फ्रॉम 6th standards onwards till 10th standard. Then there is 12th NCERT which has one topic which is of the favorite topic of UPSC, that is biotechnology. Okay, so read those 3 or 4 chapters on biotechnology from 12th NCERT, and then you will be done with basic sciences. Okay, so that's the portion which is there. Again, I'm emphasizing it again and again. Only the application. जब भी वो boxes, applications, चाहे वो chemistry हो या फिर physics हो, वो सब इधर उधर बने होते हैं ना, वो ज़्यादा important है. सवाल वहाँ से directly पूछे जाते हैं. NCERTs में से directly सवाल पूछे जाते हैं n number of times. We'll see some of the examples also. Now comes the second portion, which is actually difficult. That is applications of science and tech. Basically, we're talking about technology. Now in technology, the problem is there's just not one book which you can refer and you're done with it. Okay, for example, in polity you read Lakshmikant and as ma'am also told you, newspaper and stuff like that, and you will be through that. Okay, everything would be from this only. But that is not the case for technology portion in science and tech. तो अब क्या करें, पढ़ना छोड़ दे. वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं है. अगेन जो स्केर्स रिसोर्स है आपके पास, दैट इज टाइम. ओके, you have to judiciously allocate your time, that how much time should I be giving to this particular topic. टेक्नोलॉजी डोमेन में वर्ल्ड ओवर, इंडिया में, रिसर्च लैब्स में, इंटरनेट पे हर दिन कुछ नया हो रहा होता है और हर चीज़ को सब पाथ ब्रेकिंग लिखा होता है. तो उसमें से आप कैसे जज करोगे क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है क्या नहीं. सो इन टेक्नोलॉजी रिफर टू बेयर मिनिमम मटेरियल. यू विल बी हैविंग प्लेथोरा ऑफ मटेरियल. यूजुअली लोग क्या करते हैं, नॉर्मल माइंडसेट होता है कि यार आखिरी में देख लेंगे, ठीक है, 1 महीने पहले मटेरियल आएगा मार्केट में, उठा के पढ़ के ख़त्म करेंगे. ओके, बट दैट इज एक्चुअली नॉट द राइट वे, बिकॉज यू विल नॉट डू द सेम फॉर पॉलिटी, यू विल नॉट डू द सेम फॉर एनी अदर सेक्शन. सो व्हाई टू डू दैट फॉर साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. फॉर साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी स्पेसिफिक ओरिएंटेड थिंग्स refer to all the schemes which are going on in the technology domain. Okay, something coming out of it. पिछले बार सवाल आया था TKDL के ऊपर. That is, TKDL is traditional knowledge digital library. There was a question on that. Okay, it's an initiative by government to actually preserve our traditional knowledge and to stop the events of or attempts of biopiracy. पेटेंट्स करवा लेते हैं लोग आगे से. पायरेसी पेटेंट होता है कि आप किसी ने बासमती का पेटेंट करवा रखा है टेक्सास में, टेक्समती नाम से, ठीक है, नीम का पेटेंट हो रखा है, तुलसी का पेटेंट हो रखा है. दैट इज समथिंग ट्रेडिशनल नॉलेज वी ऑलरेडी हैव. सो टू अवॉइड दैट वी हैव स्टार्टेड दिस इनिशिएटिव. दिस इज एक्चुअली वन ऑफ द गुड इनिशिएटिव्स. उसके ऊपर सवाल पूछा गया क्या है वो क्या है. IPR एक आपका स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन्ड पोर्शन. IPR के ऊपर हर सवाल आ रहा है, पिछले 3 साल से सवाल आ रहा है. एवरी ईयर देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन ऑन IPR फॉर द लास्ट 3 years consecutively. Once there was on this GLIVAC issue, then there was on IPR in general, and then there was this question on TKDL this year. For the last 3 years, continuously asking one question. 12.5 marks. Huge. ठीक है, एक सवाल छोड़ना बहुत बड़ी मिस्टेक हो सकती है, especially such simple questions. Now, coming back to the point is कि पढ़ना क्या है. The focus of this is also कि कैसे उसको पढ़ें. जैसे कि कुछ स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स थी आपकी NCERT बेसिक साइंसेस के केस में, ऐसे ही स्टैंडर्ड आपको एक बुक रेफर कर सकते हैं. आप मार्केट में जाइए, देयर इज TMH, देयर इज स्पेक्ट्रम विच हैव बुक्स रिगार्डिंग साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी और टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट्स इन इंडिया. देयर इज वन बुक विच हैज सच इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी कंपाइलेशन, 1200 pages thick book, not relevant. Okay, not important. So if you've seen the syllabus, in syllabus there are specific topics which are mentioned. Topics क्या क्या हैं topics? syllabus पढ़ा हुआ है पहली बार? ये syllabus जो है चिपका लेना अपनी वॉल्स पे, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आप कुछ भी पढ़ रहे हो तो याद रहना चाहिए कि सिलेबस के किस पोर्शन से है, क्या आपका सिलेबस है, कितना आप कवर कर चुके हैं, कितना आपका बचा हुआ है. इट शुड बी इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर आइज ऑल द टाइम. Advancements in the field of IT, nanotechnology, biotechnology, robotics, computers, space, defense, these are all the major portions which are there. So for these fundamental portions, these sub-sectors जो mentioned है syllabus में, उनको आप उस books में से उठाइए, introduction पढ़िए, applications पढ़िए, pros and cons पढ़िए, खत्म. You don't have to read the whole book. In UPSC, as the previous speakers have also told you, it's not about finishing of books. It's not about how many books you have read or how many pages you can read in one day. What's your reading speed like? That is not the exam. That's not the test which they are conducting. It's about how well you can judge what's important and not important. अब 15-15, 18 घंटे भी पढ़ो, बकवास चीज़ें पढ़ते रहो, कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है. Somebody reading 5 hours would produce better answers, mark better options if you're using your brain to do that. Okay, just किसने बोल दिया बुक पढ़ लो, उठा के पढ़ना शुरू किया, 1 हफ्ता 2 हफ्ता 1000 पेजेस पढ़ लिया and you're happy. It is not how this works. So be selective in your reading. In each and every portion you're reading, be selective what topics you're reading. For that this syllabus would help you. Understand the syllabus, रट लो अच्छे से, ठीक है. क्वेश्चंस देख लो पिछले 10-15 साल के, ना 5 साल के तो देख ही लीजिए, मेंस के, प्रीलिम्स के, टू हैव दिस नैक ऑफ टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट UPSC इज एक्चुअली लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू. what are the kind of questions which are asked, and then start reading. Okay, it's not first read, then give the questions, and then oh what is this? कुछ आता ही नहीं है, कुछ बन ही नहीं रहा, and then you start reading again to calibrate yourself to the questions which are asked. That's not the way to do that. Okay. So for this technology portion, read these fundamental topics, basics. There's pros and cons, sub-concepts from a standard textbook of your preference. Limit that to 2-3 दिन का काम है, उसको ऐसा month long exercise मत कीजिएगा, उठा के 2-4 छोटे से notes बना लीजिए. Second thing which you have to read is newspaper on a daily basis, especially Thursday, Hindu. Okay, there's a paper special on Science and Tech. There's one page on Science and Tech which is there. That's important. Then there are magazines. One is Science Reporter, there's Frontline also. There are multiple other magazines which come up with Science and Tech articles. Especially Science Reporter is a common doubt कि पढ़ना है नहीं पढ़ना है, पढ़ना नहीं पढ़ना, लोग पूछते रहते हैं, बार बार क्वेरीज आती है उस चीज़ को लेके. It's good book, okay. Coming from the government, it's good. There are questions from that. पर क्वेश्चन तो हर चीज़ से आते हैं, क्या क्या पढ़ लोगे, ठीक है. Point is, for me, it's again cost benefit analysis with respect to time. It's not worth it. There would be one question in 3-4 magazines every month, this big, not required as such. I would rather suggest to refer this comprehensive जो compendium आता है ना current affairs का for science and tech, either from Vision or whatever material you're comfortable with. They cover all such different sources. We specifically cover Science Reporter. Any article which is there in the Science Reporter, we do cover. But still, if you're like, no, I will read Science and Reporter for sure, then I would suggest that read selectively again. This cover page का जो article होता है, usually उसके ऊपर 3-4 अंदर articles होते हैं, उनमें से कोई भी एक अच्छा जो लग रहा है वो पढ़ के, बाकी फटाफट पलट के overview लेके छोड़ दीजिए. It should not be more than 1 or 2 hours exercise. Don't take it a day long exercise मत करना उसको, क्योंकि वो बहुत frequently आती है. So that would be my suggestion for magazines. Rest, there is this compendium of current affairs again, which will make you revise whatever you read in a month in the newspaper, give you more information which you might have skipped while reading the newspaper. That is a daily and a monthly exercise which you should be doing for the next year or so till your exams come. Then comes, there are a few booklets which we provide and some other coachings are also providing, but whichever you feel like they're in the market. Regarding emerging technologies, there's a compendium of emerging technologies which we provide, that's actually good. Also there is a compendium of current affairs of science and tech for the whole year. Now these are the things which you should be reading before the examination. So have a revision of whatever you read in a 1 year duration, revise it quickly, what's important will be there in the mind, and then so you can reproduce in the examination. That is how the technology portion would be done. Don't Google too much. ठीक है, Wikipedia में आप खोलोगे कि ये optogenetics क्या होता है, ठीक है, new thing. Okay, Cas9, a new enzyme has come up for molecular scissors. There are many things which are happening, very path-breaking things which are happening. आप शुरू करेंगे वहाँ से 10-15 टैब खुल जाएंगे 5-10 मिनट में. End of the day, you'll be reading philosophy, I mean, who I am, kind of stuff. So that's not too much recommended. Why? Because Wikipedia में end of the day आप खोलते जाओ, पहला क्लिक करते जाओ ना, आखिरी में philosophy आ जाती है. ठीक है, so not required actually. Basic understanding of the things. Focus on just what the thing is, what are their applications, are there any pros and cons, done and dusted. And that is how the notes should also be prepared. What the concept is, basic, very basic. ठीक है, ग्रेविटेशनल वेव्स क्या होती हैं, बस उतना समझ में आना चाहिए. क्या होती हैं ग्रेविटेशनल वेव्स, बहुत ज़्यादा न्यूज़ में था अभी रिसेंटली. हाँ, partial information. Any kind of body having gravity produces gravitational waves. Okay, the bigger the body, the bigger the motion, the bigger would be waves. तो इसलिए हमने ब्लैक होल से डिटेक्ट किया. होता क्या है ये चीज़ आपको पता होनी चाहिए. एप्लीकेशंस क्या हैं, क्यों, क्या फ़र्क क्या पड़ता है उससे. कर लिया मतलब ठीक है, आइंस्टाइन बोल के गया था 100 साल पहले, पता चल गया, ठीक है, व्हाट बिग डील है. Exactly, it is something which can actually make us see the world. 96%, more than 95% of this universe is dark matter and dark energy which we cannot see. There's no light coming out of it. So this gravitational waves will actually give us eyes to the 95% of universe. Huge discovery, huge discovery. there's some other applications also. So write down 2-3 applications, write down what that is, application, pros and cons. Okay, if there are some pros and cons, finish it off. Similarly, Lego project shuru hua hai, so link up the things. That is how you should make your notes precise, concise, application, pros and cons. Always remember कि notes खुद के कभी भी बहुत बड़े मत बनाना. Issue based notes बनाना कभी भी मतलब मेरे हिसाब से पर्सनल व्यू में काम नहीं होता. फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट मैंने बनाना शुरू किया था, ठीक है, और न्यूज़पेपर आ रहा है, कटिंग कर रहे हैं, नोट्स बना रहे हैं, लगे हुए हैं पूरे साल भर तक. End of the day, it was like this 400-500 page bundle of booklet, which I didn't even read before the exam. It was so bulky. I mean, who will go through all this material? And if you're not revising anything, it's actually waste. Don't read anything which you're not able to revise. कोई भी बुक पढ़ा है, आपने नोट्स नहीं बनाए हैं, या फिर उस बुक को रिवाइज नहीं किया अंडरलाइन करके किसी भी तरीके से, इट्स वेस्ट. वेस्ट, utter waste. ठीक है. I'm saying this very seriously. Make concise notes which you can actually revise. Anything which you think that I will not be able to revise, just chuck it out. Okay, especially in science and technology. Don't do it. भूल जाओगे यार, seriously भूल जाओगे. फिर बाद में अफसोस होता है, शिट पढ़ा हुआ था और आता भी था, याद नहीं आया. ठीक है. So that's one thing regarding the notes making, preparation, sources. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? Science and tech के बारे में जितने भी आपने misconceptions सुने होंगे मार्केट से, लोगों से, don't get into that. It's a section similar to any other section. I think it's actually even simpler क्योंकि बाकी में आपको 12th तक की NCERT पढ़नी होती है, आपको सिर्फ 10th तक की पढ़नी है. ठीक है. Very basic fundamental questions are asked. Technology is challenge. Why? Because source is not available. So that challenge has to be dealt with on a continuous. आप regular पढ़ते रहोगे तो 80% of the questions you will be able to do. Don't run out for those 20% of questions in science and technology which nobody knows. It doesn't make any difference. If a question nobody can answer in a competition, it's a negligible question. Okay, don't waste too much of energy running out of such questions. They're bound to be few questions of that nature. But your concern should be the 80% of things which are there in your syllabus. You should be able to do that correctly. Okay, instead of पूछा जाता है, पर वो पूछा जाएगा जो कि कॉमन यूज में है. They will ask you about plastic of Paris. They will ask you about कि एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन क्यों हो रहा है अगर आप उससे डाल रहे हो कलर को पानी में. बचपन में जो आपने 6th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ा, दैट इज व्हाट दे विल आस्क. They will not ask you very technical thing. Okay, कि एसिटाइलिन कोई तो भी एक नाम दे दिया, उसका स्ट्रक्चर बना दो. They will not ask you. It's not a technical examination. Okay. Only the theory part and application. Most important is application. In chemistry, in physics, in bio, all they will be asking you application. Okay, they will not be theorizing the things. That is not how UPSC asks questions. Okay, at least for the 5 years, they have changed the pattern a lot. The question is more analytical in nature. Last year थोड़ा exception था, और उससे पहले के आप 4 साल के पेपर देखिए तो एकदम analytical types of simple basic fundamentals पे question पूछे जा रहे हैं. ठीक है. Some priority areas, these are nothing but areas which are mentioned in the syllabus, but these are the favorite areas of UPSC. IPR I have not mentioned here. Why? Because it's a overlapping thing between IR and science and tech. Science and tech बहुत ही overlapping nature रहता है. ठीक है. Ecology, environment, geography, ठीक है, और IPR issues with IR. There are multiple things which overlap here and there. So read it from anywhere you're reading. ठीक है, पर उसको छोड़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं. IPR पे एक सवाल for sure पूछा जाता है. Either in prelims or in mains they ask. ठीक है. GI tag के ऊपर 2-3 बार सवाल आ चुका है. ठीक है. So that is how the things are. Government initiatives. There have been 3 questions on this particular theme. That theme is problems in science and tech. Once there was this question in 2011 or 12 sometime, what is innovation? Okay, और फिर STI पॉलिसी आई थी उस पर रिसेंटली. हमारी सबसे पहले साइंस पॉलिसी थी, उसके बाद साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी पॉलिसी आई, फिर 2013 में देयर वाज साइंस टेक एंड इनोवेशन पॉलिसी. सो व्हाट इज इनोवेशन, दे आस्क्ड. Okay, such things which are happening in the stream of science and technology from administrative point of view, that is also important. I mean, you can think it of as a polity portion or whatever, but that is important. There are many missions which are going on. For example, nanotechnology के ऊपर मेंस में सवाल अभी पूछा जाना बचा है, प्रीलिम्स में पूछ चुके हैं. देखो, सिलेबस चेंज होने के बाद जो चीज़ पे सवाल नहीं पूछा गया ना, वो ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. पिछले साल तक रोबोटिक्स पे सवाल नहीं आया था. स्पेसिफिकली मैंने क्लास में बोला था कि अब पूछा जा सकता है. कॉमन ट्रेंड है, ठीक है. सिलेबस चेंज हुआ, हर टॉपिक पे सवाल पूछेंगे. नए टॉपिक पे नहीं पूछा गया. So then nano mission is something which is going on. Are there some things, some outcomes of nano mission on which the question could be asked in the prelims or the mains examination? Possible. Okay, there is a department which is actually working for the same. So explore things in that manner. Question oriented. What could be the question? इस टॉपिक में से क्या सवाल बन सकता है? जब तक आप वो प्रोसेस डेवलप नहीं कर लेते तब तक समझो कम मेहनत की एग्जाम क्लियर करना बहुत मुश्किल है. फिर तो वो डोंकी वर्क है कि सब कुछ करके चले जाइए, तो कब फंस जाएगा 3-4 साल में एक बार, यू विल बी थ्रू. बट it's more important to actually have this understanding what could be the question like. If you're able to develop that, then I think it would be very easier. And I always say this to all the students that first attempt is always the best attempt. Okay, you write answers to specifically how the question is asking. Okay, basic stuff पूछा जाता है, basic आप लिख के आते हो, अच्छे नंबर लेके आते हो. Anyway, so but it's important to do this smart studies. Okay, 1 year is sufficient time for this examination, more than sufficient. These are various events. In global events, okay, in global events, all the very significant global events are only important. For example, gravitational wave. For example, Rosetta mission. There was a landing on a comet. There was a flyby near Pluto. Okay, there is a new molecular scissor method which is actually being used, taken from the nature. So now all the ethical concerns regarding genetical modifications are gone. The UK government is now funding the projects which earlier no government used to do. Breakthrough events in technology domain, वही जो 5-6 sectors हैं, IT, ये वो ये फलाने में, तो वो आपको ध्यान देने की ज़रूरत है. There have been 3 incidents on which a question on supercomputer has been asked in UPSC. There is a list which comes out every 6 months, which is the fastest supercomputer in India and the world. Application. That is how your note should be. Name, application, done. That is what the question has been for 3 times, consecutive 3 years. Hence, समझो, अब globally significant events, less significant events by Indian scientists or happening in India, आपके वो broad parameters के अंदर are important. Okay, so that is how you should channelize your energies, and that is how you should make your notes regarding this. Clear? Biotechnology is again a common topic. Nuclear chemistry, that is nuclear science, nuclear reactions. 3-stage nuclear program, very mundane. India has a 3-stage nuclear program. क्या है, कैसा है, क्या होता है, ठीक है. Simple questions could be asked. Let's see some of the questions which have been asked. The attempt is not to solve these. This is just to give you an overview that how are the nature of questions which are being asked. We here at Vision actually divide questions on 3-4 major categorizations. One is fundamental, current affairs, fundamental applied, and current affairs applied, or a mixture of both. That is fundamental, current applied. क्योंकि बेसिकली सवाल सिर्फ 3 टाइप के होते हैं, सिर्फ 3 टाइप के काइंड्स. जो काइंड की बात कर रहे हैं, एक तो व्हाट इज काइंड ऑफ सवाल आता है. व्हाट इज फैक्चुअल, व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट इज दैट, ठीक है, किसी भी तरीके से, चाहे वो फंडामेंटल का हो या फिर करंट का हो. क्या होता है सिर्फ वो आपको जानने की कोशिश, क्या होती है वो चीज़. इंडियन न्यूट्रिनो ऑब्जर्वेटरी क्या होती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल क्वेश्चन, इंडियन बेस्ड न्यूट्रिनो ऑब्जर्वेटरी इज इंक्लूडेड बाय द दिस इन दिस कंटेक्स्ट, कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स. व्हाट इज न्यूट्रिनो नहीं, इन्होंने ये नहीं पूछा यहाँ पे कि व्हाट इज आईएनओ. दैट इज वन काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन. वी विल सी दैट इज ऑल्सो बीन आस्क्ड. The question is on the basics behind that news. Instead of asking about Indian Neutrino Observatory, they are asking you about what is neutrino. Second kind of question, basics. From the current affairs, they will ask you fundamental science-based question. Second nature of question which is there. Third kind of question is they will ask you the application. Instead of asking INO, they will ask you what are the what will happen INO में कुछ होने के बाद क्या पता चल जाएगा? That is, what is the purpose of INO, they can ask. Moving one step forward, they can ask you about Ice Cube. Last year there was a question on Ice Cube. Few years back, this was the question on INO. INO is there in the news for the last 3 to 4 years. There have been a question on INO, they cannot repeat the question, but it is again in the news. It's again in the news, why? Because cabinet decision, environmental protest, लोग प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे, लोग बोलते कितना पैसा खर्च करने की क्या जरूरत है. There was a lot of articles and debate and controversy which was generated from this. A question was expected. And since they've already asked about INO, what they did was, instead of asking about INO, that is Indian Neutrino Observatory, UPSC asked a question about Ice Cube. 99% of students didn't have a clue. Ice Cube is the neutrino observatory situated in the Antarctica, which is the biggest of them all. One step ahead. Now, if something is there in the news, if there is a question on IRNSS, what is IRNSS? India's regional, that is Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. It's there in the news for last 3-4 years. ठीक है, जो लोगों के अटेम्प्ट खत्म हो चुके हैं वो उन्होंने भी पढ़ा था. ठीक है. Similar is the case with Gagan. Okay. Long time, 6-7 years it's there in the news. अभी पिछले 1-2 साल से हर 5-6-2-3 महीने में एक नई सैटेलाइट लॉन्च हो जाती है, फिर से वो न्यूज़ में आ जाता है. सवाल आया पिछली बार, इतनी न्यूज़ में रहने के बाद भी फिर भी सवाल आया. सवाल डिफिकल्ट था. It was not what is. They didn't ask what is IRNSS. They asked about what is SPS and PPS. That is Standard Positioning System or Precision Positioning System क्या होता है? That was what the question was. Why? Because the signals given by the IRNSS will be of two kinds. One for the general public, that is SPS, and one for strategic reasons. Strategic reasons, that is Precision Positioning System. Both of them are for navigation purposes. Majorly, that would be for verified users only. Majorly for the strategic, that is for the defense services. That was the question. They didn't ask you about what is IRNSS. They asked the application of IRNSS. That is where they twisted the question. Getting my point? Things which are too much in the news, everybody knows, read a little bit in detail. There would be a question on gravitational wave. More likely, very likely that there will be a question on that this year. हर चीज़ पे सवाल नहीं आ जाता जो भी न्यूज़ में होती है, पर it's likely. बहुत सिंपल नहीं पूछेंगे, सबको पता है. Something deeper in that. Okay. Instead of asking about gravitational wave, they can ask you about dark matter, dark energy. Getting my point? So that is how UPSC twists the questions, and that is how your preparation should also be. Okay, some of the topics on which questions have been asked: graphene. Now UPSC is very visionary in one sense. Graphene लोगों को पता चला पहली बार, स्पेशली इंडिया टाइप के जगह में, जबकि उसको नोबेल प्राइज मिल गया था. ठीक है. UPSC asked a question on graphene before the Nobel Prize. So as soon as the question came in, there was a time when अक्टूबर में मेंस हुआ करता था और नवंबर में एक नोबेल प्राइज मिला था, तो उन्होंने अक्टूबर में पूछ लिया. So look, this is again a thing which is actually very path breaking. मटेरियल साइंसेस के वर्ल्ड में एक इवोल्यूशनरी चेंज था ग्राफीन का आना. इंपॉर्टेंट ग्लोबल इवेंट. Hence they asked the question, not once, twice. मेंस में भी पूछा गया है, प्रीलिम्स में भी पूछा गया है. Getting my point? So global specific or significant events are important. Small Indian events are also important. That is how other questions have been. Now some fundamental easy kind of questions जो आपको 6 से लेके 10 तक के NCERT से बन जाएंगे. For example, this forces have been divided. There are just 4 fundamental forces. Which one is the strongest, weakest is the question. From the NCERT, directly picked from the NCERT. Again, what are the elements which is composed? क्या है सवाल? Primarily responsible for origin of life on Earth. Basically, human body का composition आपको पता है, तो उनमें से वही 3 आप उठा के इसका आंसर चूज कर सकते हैं. That is carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen. Simple. Everybody knows about it. It's just refreshing. ये जब आपको basic concept refresh करने हैं, जिससे कि आप वहाँ pressure situation में confuse ना हो जाए. ठीक है, जिससे कि आप वहाँ जाके सोचो यार मुझे पता है पर इतना आसान तो पूछेंगे नहीं. ठीक है, तो कुछ और लगा देते. That is the fundamental questions are for brushing your old concepts actually. Everybody knows about it. Now another type of questions which are asked in the prelims are of the applied nature. That is with reference to nanotechnology in health sector, which of the following statements is are correct? That's the question is. Application of nanotechnology in health sector you must have read. Why? Because it's part of the syllabus. टेक्नोलॉजी का आप सिलेबस का बात करोगे तो स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन है, तो ये सवाल पता होना चाहिए आपको. अगेन करंट अफेयर से भी लिंक कर सकते हैं, सब चीज़ें न्यूज़ में रहती हैं. दैट इज हाउ अ सिंपल बेसिक क्वेश्चन सर आज ये सवाल सबको बन जाएगा, इतना ईजी सवाल है. दिस वॉज अ डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन. दैट इज करंट अफेयर्स अप्लाइड. आइस क्यूब विच आई वॉज गिवन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ. बिकॉज आप पहले तो गेस कर सकते हो, बट पावरफुल टेलीस्कोप टू सर्च फॉर डार्क मैटर एंड वी टॉकिंग अबाउट न्यूट्रिनो, वो सिंक नहीं करता अगर आपको स्पेसिफिकली पढ़ाना हो तो. बट दैट इज ट्रू. फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चन, डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन. दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस विच आई वांट यू टू बी अवेयर ऑफ. डोंट रन फ्रॉम देम. ठीक है, डोंट एब्सोल्युटली डोंट फोकस योर प्रिपरेशन साइकिल डिपेंडेंट अपॉन दीज क्वेश्चंस. These are not the questions which you should be afraid of. The questions which have been passed, those are the questions we should be afraid of. Why? Because if you do those questions incorrectly, it's a हेराफेरी. Okay, it's a big mistake. For this, it's a तुक्का. ठीक है, अगर आपने करंट अफेयर्स में पढ़ लिया तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं पढ़ लिया तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, किसी को नहीं बनता. Getting my point? सेक्शन वाइज एनालिसिस आई गेस आपको पता है, तो देख सकते हैं पिछले साल का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है. करंट अफेयर्स आप देख सकते हैं, चंक ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर देयर फ्रॉम करंट अफेयर्स. ऑलवेज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट कंट्रीब्यूटर टू द होल ओवरऑल स्कीम ऑफ थिंग्स. मेन सिलेबस, 3 मेजर सब कैटेगराइजेशंस ऑफ मेन सिलेबस रेंजिंग फ्रॉम. अच्छा, प्रीलिम्स का सिलेबस क्या है बताना भूल गया. जनरल साइंस, ओपन एंडेड, नथिंग एल्स. सिलेबस इज जनरल साइंस, नथिंग एल्स, आगे पीछे कुछ नहीं. It's open-ended. Okay, that's the reason you should keep preparing for mains. Factual information ज़्यादा कलेक्ट कर लीजिए प्रीलिम्स के लिए, फंडामेंटल ज़्यादा पढ़ लीजिए, वो सवाल मेंस में नहीं पूछे जाते. मेंस में क्वेश्चंस आते हैं सिर्फ एप्लीकेशन के ऊपर. दैट इज ओनली द टेक्नोलॉजी एंड एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक इज मेजरली द सिलेबस ऑफ मेंस एग्जामिनेशन. We can divide the whole syllabus into 3 major categories. That is development and applications in everyday life. Again the same thing, everyday life, डे टू डे लाइफ में एप्लीकेशन चीज़ों का. मोबाइल स्क्रीन्स के ऊपर सवाल आया हुआ है. ठीक है, एलसीडी, एलईडी, प्लाज्मा, क्या डिफरेंस है? 2G, 3G, 4G के बीच में डिफरेंस पूछा गया. सिंपल डे टू डे लाइफ में जो आप चीज़ें यूज़ करते हैं उसके ऊपर सवाल फ्रीक्वेंटली पूछे जाते हैं मेंस एग्जामिनेशन में भी. क्लियर? देन अचीवमेंट्स बाय इंडियन साइंटिस्ट. बेसिकली दिस सेकेंड पोर्शन यू कैन, इसको एक वर्ड से रिप्लेस कर सकते हो, दैट इज इंडिजिनाइजेशन. एवरीथिंग विच इज डन for indigenization of XYZ, from defense to space to computers to everything, is the second portion domain. इंडिया में क्या हो रहा है बेसिकली, ठीक है, हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं. थर्ड इज अवेयरनेस इन द फील्ड ऑफ सच ब्रॉड. इसमें ब्रॉड सवाल बनेंगे. आईटी पे एक ब्रॉड सवाल, सुपर कंप्यूटर पे से एक बिग सवाल कि क्या होता है. ठीक है, बेसिक से आपको बहुत फंडामेंटल पढ़ के ये चीज़ खत्म कर सकते हो, इससे ज़्यादा घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है. बेसिक सवाल पूछे जाएंगे इसके ऊपर. ठीक है. Look, these are, for example, achievements of by Indians. That is indigenization के फील्ड में लास्ट 3 years में इन 3 टॉपिक के ऊपर सवाल पूछे जा चुके हैं. लास्ट ईयर there was a question on IRNSS. There have been question on scientific research in Indian universities, why the ranking is low, and then there have been question of antibiotic resistance. NDM जो न्यू दिल्ली मेटलो बीटा लैक्टेज जो भी उसका नाम था, बेसिकली अजीब सा, वो जब वायरस आया था NDM वायरस, उस समय ये सवाल पूछा गया था. एंटीबायोटिक रेजिस्टेंस के ऊपर इस बार फिर से पूछा जा सकता है. द प्रॉब्लम परसिस्ट स्टिल. ओके, देयर वाज अ चेन्नई डिक्लेरेशन व्हिच केम एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम दैट वाज अगेंस्ट दिस एंटीबायोटिक और स्प्रेड ऑफ एंटीबायोटिक. ओवर द काउंटर बंद हो गया था, हेंस द क्वेश्चन. इफ यू रीड करंट अफेयर्स प्रॉपर्ली, इफ यू रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर प्रॉपर्ली, each and every question is simple. If you can link the Chennai declaration to over the counter, to MDR-TB, to XDR-TB, to NDM, to MERS, there was a Middle East respiratory syndrome. Linking all these things together, connecting all the dots will make you write such a wonderful answer of this question कि आपको बहुत ज़्यादा इसमें कुछ पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आपको सिर्फ करंट अफेयर्स लिंक करना है इधर से. टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं पूछ रहे हम आपसे, ठीक है, टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट नहीं बनाना, टेक्नोक्रेट बनने के लिए एग्जामिनेशन नहीं है, हमेशा याद रखना। ओवर रिसर्च करने की किसी भी चीज़ में ज़रूरत नहीं है, आंसर बेकार हो जाता है। अब एक चीज़ में फोकस करते रह जाओगे, जेनेरिक चीज़ें रह जाएंगी, आंसर कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाएगा। इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, स्पेशली इन सच टेक्निकल सब्जेक्ट्स लाइक साइंस एंड टेक। ओके, दिस सेकेंड पोर्शन में से जो सवाल पूछे गए, देयर मल्टीपल नंबर ऑफ सवाल्स फ्रॉम एम्पायर डिसीजन रिव्यू के ऊपर भी सवाल पूछा गया था। TKDL लास्ट ईयर देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन, एंड IPR लास्ट टू लास्ट ईयर। IPR में वो पेटेंट, जो चारों चीज़ें हैं, कॉपीराइट, ट्रेडमार्क, इनमें क्या डिफरेंस होता है, होता क्या है, बेसिक सवाल। GLIVAC इशू, देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन ऑन दैट इज कंपल्सरी लाइसेंसिंग। Okay, TRIPS, there was a question on this. Then 3D printing has been a question in mains examination. What is 3D printing? Again, global event, very significant, very significant. Hence, there have been question on that. FDC, फिर से सवाल पूछा जा सकता है FDC के ऊपर. That is fixed dose composition. If you remember the news correctly, last month itself, more than 300 fixed dose composition drugs were banned by India. Then the pharmaceuticals went to the court, got a stay. The matter is sub judice right now. Okay, from Corex to Decol Total to Vic Section 500, all these medicines which used to cure everything, they are banned now. Why? Because they had some side effects which they've not done the studies properly. Okay, individual chemicals को mix करके सब कुछ दे रहे हो, combine होके कैसे effect होगा उसकी studies नहीं हुई है. Hence the government banned it. This was a question again few years back also. The issue persists, a different kind of question could be asked. Mains में पूछा था, prelims में पूछ लेंगे, समझ रहे हो? Robotics, last year there was a question on robotics, again उठा के directly syllabus में है, उठा के सीधे सीधे उन्होंने सवाल पूछ लिया. Clear? Notes preparation, I have already told you how to prepare the notes. Okay, make it as concise as possible. You give 100 rupees for buying those booklets every month or magazines or things like that. Don't repeat the exercise. You're already paying 100 rupees for that. Don't repeat the exercise. Don't do the same thing which is there in the notes, current affairs compilation. Make it different. Make it unique, specific to your demands, specific to answers which you are writing. Only write things which will be useful, which you can either solve a prelims question out of or write as an example in the mains examination. Only those things should be there in the current affairs notes which you are making. Clear? Any doubts? Optional subject का? Yeah, that we can discuss after the class. This is specifically for GS. Fortunately, my optional was also physics. So I can guide you if you want to take a physics optional, but that would be after the class, okay? Not. हाँ? Graduation तक? हाँ, there are some topics in paper 2 of physics which are actually of MSc level, but majorly graduation, BSc. That's what it is. That's it. If there are any other individual doubts, we can discuss after the class. Now Harsh sir will take the rest of the session. Okay? Thank you.